Welcome friends, myself Ganesh from Perfect Learn Automation. So in this session we are discussing regarding constructor in Java. So first point, what is a constructor? What is the definition for constructor? So it is simply a block similar to a method but having same name as a class name. Is this constructor? Let's check by practically. So here I am creating a method public void method. I'm giving method 1 as a method name. Then open and close curly braces here given by me. So what is the statement here? It is a block similar to method. We created a method right now but having same name as a class name. So here need to be changed that name as a class name. Intro. So is this a constructor? So let's see here. No, it is not a constructor. It is not a constructor. So what is that? So inside a constructor there is no return type. So no return type available inside a constructor. Then again comes inside Eclipse, remove that return type. So here my question is that, is this a constructor? Answer is yes, it is a constructor. It is a constructor. So what is the difference between method and constructor? Method having return type and the constructor no return type. Keep in mind, we just removed a return type from a method. And again, second point is that in case of method, we can give any name, but for constructor, class name is always here. Constructor name is a class name. Okay, so these 2 points are essential for identifying or for creating a constructor. Having same name as a class name and no return type for a constructor. So tell me, what is syntax for a constructor? Simply access modifier and constructor name parenthesis open and close curly braces as we created here. It is a constructor for class intro. So it is syntax for constructor, access modifier, constructor name, and class name and constructor name always same. Suppose we have a class name as student. So what is constructor name? Is student. Class name and constructor name always same. I am given here also here inside that note. Okay. The constructor name and class name is always same. Again given here. Okay. Same name as a class name. It is a key point of a constructor. Keep in mind. There is no return type inside a constructor. So when constructor is called or accessed or created? The answer is when we created a object at that time constructor called. What is the question? When constructor is called or accessed or created? When we create a object at that time constructor is called. Let's check practically. Here I am created a constructor. Inside that I am giving a simple printing statement for understanding purpose. Here I am passing a value as a constructor called, just for understanding. Okay. Here I am given a main method. So what is statement or what is the answer? When we create a object at that time constructor is called. So I need just to create a object for class intro. As per the answer, I am creating here a object for class intro obj as a reference variable, then new keyword, and again constructor as a class name here, semicolon. What is the answer? When we create a object at that time constructor is called. Let's run that code. I am not calling that here. Keep in mind that as per the syntax, as per the constructor, what is given that only create a object. Click on a run button. Yes, we get output as a constructor called. Just observe here. There is no calling is required. When we create a object at that time that constructor get called. So what happens inside a method? Suppose here is a method void. I am designing a method just here. Okay, and when I called that, it is a method, it is not a constructor, keep in mind. Okay, we don't get any output. How to call a method? We know that we need to call that method by using reference or method. Okay, what is the method name? Intro123. And then click on a run button. So we get output as a constructor call or simple method call. Observe here. Suppose we have a method, we need a separate line or separate statement to call that method. In case of constructor, no need of that separate statement to call that constructor. Only when we create an object, at that time that get called or that get accessed. That is the main difference between the method and constructor, or it is a benefit for a constructor. So our code one line get reduced. Keep in mind. Then what is the next one? So benefit of constructor. So you just observe that there is no separate calling is required, hence program length get reduced. And second one, that is given again here, no separate calling or initialization required. By object we can call or initialize it. Okay, we can call, we just call that constructor here. You just observe the any console, we get output as a constructor called. Can we make number of constructor inside a class? Answer is yes. We can make a multiple number of constructor inside a class. But the main thing is that the constructor argument must be different. Constructor argument must be different. So simply consider again same class intro. Here I am making a constructor. We know that what is syntax for a constructor? Access modifier and that class name. So it is a one constructor I am created for class of intro. So here I am creating another constructor. Observe, we get error. But what is our answer? Yes, we can create multiple constructor inside a single class. But what is given in bracket? Their arguments must be different. So let's check. We are making right now here 0 argument, here again 0 argument. Let's change their argument. String A. Yes, we can create a number of constructor inside this. Only the argument must be different. Okay. Suppose inside that right now 0 argument and inside that right now 1 argument. Suppose here is also string A is available. So we get error. Suppose I change variable name as a B. We get error. Then what to do? Simply we can make a different argument by changing their data type. Int. Okay. So such kind of things we are learning inside a polymorphism. Same name but different way. Only data type is different or sequence is different or number of argument is different. In that case we can achieve that polymorphism. So that points belongs to polymorphism. Right now you must keep in mind that we can create a number of constructor inside a class, but only their arguments must be different. Next topic, that is the types of a constructor. So there is 3 main types of constructor. First one is a default constructor. Second one is unparameterized constructor, and third one is the parameterized constructor. So first one, default constructor, that is always non-parameterized or no argument constructor. That one is called as a default constructor. When we create any Java class, inside that when we create a object, at that time a default constructor get created by compiler. We are not creating a default constructor. When there is any user defined constructor is available. User defined means that if we created a constructor, then that one is called as a user defined constructor. When we not created any constructor, in that case, when we create a object, in that case compiler create a default constructor inside that class, and that default constructor is always invisible. That default constructor is always invisible. Compiler create that default constructor, it is always invisible. Okay, that is not visible to us. Okay, and it is always a non-parameterized constructor. Compiler are responsible for creating a default constructor. When compiler create a default constructor, when we create a object inside that class and there is no any other constructor given by us, we are the user. If we are not giving any constructor, or if we are not generating any constructor, in that case, if we are creating a object, in that case compiler create a default constructor inside that class. Suppose, consider this example. Right now, this constructor is a user defined constructor, these two. And if that is not available, and I am creating a object for that class, public static void main string array arguments. I am creating object for intro class. Intro obj is equal to new intro. And suppose here is some code is available. Int a is equal to 45. So when I create a object, right now Java observe that there is no any constructor is given by us. So in that case, Java create a default constructor inside that class, and that constructor is invisible to us. Compiler is responsible for creating that constructor. When that activated, when we create a object, that is called as the default constructor, and that default constructor is not visible to us. It is invisible. It is an internal part of Java. That is non-parameterized constructor. These are the user-defined constructor. 2 and 3rd type, it's a user-defined constructor. Non-parameterized constructor. Let's discuss practically. So inside a intro class, I am creating a non-parameterized constructor. So we know that the syntax of a constructor, that is access modifier. I am using public as access modifier here. No return type is for constructor, and the name as of class name. This. So this one is called as a non-parameterized constructor. Non-parameterized constructor, or it is also called as non-argumented constructor. Non-argumented constructor, because we are not passing parameter by using this constructor. See here, it is a parenthesis. There is no argument provided here. Hence, it is called as non-parameterized or non-argumented constructor. Int a is equal to 67. Even here a printing statement SYSO, that is a. So for calling that constructor, we need a main method. We know that there is no separate line or statement required to call a constructor. So when we create an object, automatically that constructor get called. So create an object for intro class. Intro using obj as a reference variable is equal to new keyword and constructor as a intro. Yes. Okay. Then click on a run button and observe the result. So we get 67 as a result. So this type is called as a non-argumented or non-parameterized constructor. Then we have a third type with us, that is called as a parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor. I am simply modifying that class here. Parameterized constructor or argumented constructor. It is also a user-defined constructor. It means that we need to be design constructor inside a class. Public, using access modifier here. We can use any access modifier here. Suppose we are taking here private as access modifier. Then constructor name and class name is same, parenthesis, open and close curly braces. So what is the topic name? Parameterized or argumented constructor. Means first I need to be declare the parameter. I'm using string name and int age as a variable here. Just I declare that variable. Okay, by using constructor I am initializing that variable. Means inside that constructor I need to be declare what is the name and what is the age. So here I'm giving that parameter as string a comma int b. We can use any variable name here. We can also use name and age variable name here, but at that case we need to provide this keyword inside that logic. Right now only concentrate on this constructor. So what is the a and what is the b? I am declaring inside that constructor body, that is the name is equal to a semicolon and age is equal to b semicolon. Then here I am giving a printing statement SYSO. I can give combine a printing statement here also possible. How that give? Simply type name plus symbol double quote space inside double quote, then here plus symbol and age. Means in one line we get output for that to one. Then we know that we need a main method. So how to call a constructor? We know that only need a object. So here I am creating object for a intro class. Intro obj is equal to new intro. Observe here we get a error. Why we get a error? Read that error. Constructor intro is undefined. Why? Because it is a constructor. It means that Java directly acts here for a constructor, that is a name and age. We need to provide that value inside that arguments. Okay, just take cursor on that point. Here you can observe that add argument to match intro, string and int. Click on that, or we can take manually also. Name and age, provide that value here. Okay, name is a string type. I am giving Rahul as a name here, and age is a int. I am giving here 22 here. Okay, so just click on a run button. We get output as a Rahul 22. Observe here output as Rahul 22. Suppose we have another data with us. What is the procedure? The procedure always remains same. Just create another object. Okay, intro obj1 is equal to new intro. Inside that pass that value, suppose Sanjay, and comma age is 23 and last is semicolon. Click on run button. We get output Rahul 22 and Sanjay 23. Suppose we have 100 people or 100% data with us. Simply follow that procedure. Means this constructor can be reusable here. Just declare at single time and reuse again and again. Suppose instead of that constructor, suppose we have a method. What is the difference? We need first call that method, and inside that we need to be pass parameter. Just I am modifying that one. I am converting that constructor in a method void. Instead of intro, I am giving method name as intro 1 2 3 and removing that because that only belongs to constructor. Again creating object intro obj is equal to new intro. Just understand a method that we already completed, no doubt. So how to call that method? By using reference obj dot intro 1 2 3 is a method name. Inside that we need to pass parameter for a and b. Name I am providing here as a Rahul and age I am providing here as a 22. Then click on a run button. So it is a method, it is not a constructor, keep in mind. Just for understanding purpose, I simply converted that constructor into a method. So we get output as Rahul and 22. If we have another student with us, simply follow that, or we can create another object here also. Sanjay, click on a run button. So simply observe what is the difference between a method and a constructor. Method having return type, constructor don't have a return type. Method name, we can give any name, but constructor name is always a class name. In case of method, we need a separate statement or separate line for calling that method. See here. But in case of constructor, we can call it by using direct that object. Okay, that's the benefit of constructor. Why there is no return type inside a constructor? Suppose here we are used int as a return type. Int as a return type. Hence we need to be give or return that value. Return 10 here. So in that case, what is the main purpose of a constructor? To initialize object, to provide a value for that object. We are providing value by using this way for a constructor. And if we are returning here by using a primitive or non-primitive data type as a return type, then that doesn't work well. Hence the return type is not given for any constructor. Constructor is always without a return type. Keep in mind. So just think I am explaining inside here. Okay. Next question. What is the basic use of constructor? To initialize the object. We just observed in a practically way how to initialize object, how to provide a value for that variable or object. Then what is the main difference between a constructor and a object? What is the main difference between constructor and object? We just observed, or we just comes against this all topic. Return type available inside a method, constructor no return type is available. Then method, we can give any name as a method name, but constructor name is always a class name. Okay. Then what is the similarity between a constructor and a methods? Both are a part of a class. Okay. Both are belongs to a class. Then similarly, we can create the multiple method with the same name but different argument. Similarly, we can achieve inside a constructor. Access modifier is available. Constructor again access modifier is available. Use initialization of object. Okay, that all points given here. And this PDF I am attached with the link given in description. You can download that. You have to need practice for understanding a constructor. If you are make 10 to 12 program on a constructor, then that topic easily understandable to you. Thank you.